welcome to another episode of Duality Podcast. I be Mr. Business.
It's your boy, Mr. Social.
And we're going to get into it again as we do each and every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tune in. What's good, bro?
Hey, man. Just trying to inform and entertain the people.
Absolutely, man.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Just trying to stay above water, enjoying life. That's all you can do at this point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how was the weekend?
Man, it was a really eventful weekend for me. Been moving around a lot, going to some good things. You know me. I always try to get involved in something going on in the hood, in the community. So
right.
One of the highlights, I want to shout out Reverend Joseph Garlic and the Garlic family in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Definitely a living legend, living legacy.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. He was honored yesterday, they named the street Reverend Garlic Way, first in Magnolia, where the Elizabeth Presbyterian Center is at.
Okay.
And you know how it go in our neighborhood. That's a iconic place that, taught us black kids in the hood a lot of great lessons, man. It has some great programs. And of course the legendary press parties, 1212.
For real, that blue and white bus.
Yo, we from that era where community centers or stuff like that, that's where all the dopest parties was at.
Absolutely.
Your local neighborhood community center, and that was ours, the press party. They used to have this what they call it, a drill team, the teen tots.
Yeah.
All the hot girls from the hood was in the teen tots, and when they threw a party, it was going down.
I remember Val and them joined that when they was coming up too. Yeah. What was her name? Cynthia?
She was in it. That was later. You know what I mean? Before Val and them, remember?
Right.
I want to say Deneen Boyce.
Right. Okay.
Excuse me. Deneen Boyce. She had started. She was a cheerleader in high school. She older than me. I remember that though. But she had started the drill team. She was from our neighborhood, right?
Right.
And then I think, somebody else took over it, but it went a long time, man. They used to be in all kind of contests and parades and all around New Jersey and up and down the East Coast, and they used to just have a party. I mean, young fella, you want to be where the hot girls was at. There was like the hot girls that was on the drill team, you know what I mean? So them and all their friends throwing a party, what? We did.
Well, you know what, man? I'm glad now we starting to get in the habit of giving people their flowers while they're here.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because you know how it always goes. Somebody got to die before they get a street. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I'm glad that, Cool V
got
his flowers.
Shout out Cool V.
Right. Reverend Garlic got his flowers. You know what I mean?
In that same area, they got Silly.
Yeah, Silly. Right.
And Hassana Pretlow. She made it to like some unprecedented ranks within the Army for African-American female.
Oh, that's powerful.
That was unheard of. So in that area of our neighborhood, we got 4 African-Americans who made a difference in our neighborhood.
Oh,
they got their name.
Emily Starkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad our community is actually giving our people their flowers. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That's a powerful thing right there.
I see. You only could judge. You can't only judge things that's going in the world by only your surroundings, because the world is bigger than your surroundings. Mm-hmm. But you also could look at it and say, "Wow, I know things everywhere ain't good for us as a people, but it is good to see that in our neighborhood." There's some things going on that really some people trying to make some changes and trying to put things in the right place.
Absolutely, man. And that's all you can do. Like, I'm a firm believer, work inward, outward. You know what I mean? Like, take care at home, and then you can filter it out. But you can't be worrying about something in Trenton and not taking care of something in Elizabeth first.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, they got this outward look and not realizing you got problems right at home. Like, let's deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, every block, you can find something that you can actually create better or, you know, slow down certain traffics, and you can do all these things internally within your own community that, you know, if you're going to, while they marching, let's, you know, we can do certain things
Right.
in-house. And I like the fact that that's what Elizabeth has really starting to pretty much put stock into, taking care of home. You know what I mean? And then we can filter out. And I'm like, it took a minute, but I'm glad that's what we
He also got the key to the city. So I did see that.
That's big. That's big.
He had his daughters there, Miss Garlic. You know, he's an elder in our community, and I don't want to say he has health ailments, but different physical capabilities at this point. So, you know, they family represented, man. They got 3 generations. It was him, his kids, and his grandkids out there, different people through the years who, you know, that center helped them out. It was real cool. It was real cool.
Now, you know what, like for me personally, you know, this is how I know I don't be paying attention to a lot of stuff.
Right.
Because, you know, for me personally, I know this man personally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ate dinner at his house. We lived on the same block. They still
Yes,
on
you
the
did.
block.
On Broadway, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you say, they know bougie. You know what I mean? Forget Kurt, Mr. Business. They know bougie, like the young kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Heidi, Krishna, Valencia. Like, yeah, I know all of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit, you know, like, damn, I missed out on something that for me is like personal. Like he had a stake,
Right.
you know, in my childhood, you know, type deal. So, you know, I still want to wish him the best. Well deserved.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Well deserved, man. Like, you know, he's one of those people that, you know, in my mind, I'm like, damn, why did it take this long? You know what I mean? With him.
That's true.
You know
he
what I
did
mean?
a lot, man.
Did a lot.
We could spend a segment. We might need to get here like far as Black history as we know it and
For real.
touched our
For real.
lives directly.
Absolutely.
We know like that press was the first in a lot of things, the services they had, right? But besides that, the stories I've heard about people, families he helped, lend money to bail people out of jail, to pay bills, different stuff like that, feeding people.
Very
This
good
the
family,
stuff I know,
man.
yeah.
Very good
No
family,
doubt.
man. Like, like you said, just down the line, you know what I mean? Like, Krishna, she came up, she's very big in Elizabeth right now. You know, like, Director of Human Health Services still?
Health and Human Services,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's like the largest department in
right.
the city.
That's pretty big.
She's the director, only female African-American director in Elizabeth history.
Yeah, like, they certain things, man. Like you do the history and do the research, man. That family is a very good family, you know what I mean? And I've always
I know Valencia, the other sister, was super actively involved with, amongst other things. There was a couple other things, but like youth sports and cheerleading programs around the city. I believe even beyond the city, she sat on the board of the league.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just giving back, man. Like you said, guess they got it from their father. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And their mother, who they made a difference, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember I seen them. This right before Mom's passed, so it had to be June.
Okay.
I seen them at the store, and like I said, I haven't seen them since I left Jersey in '94.
Wow. And
they did this right here. And I like, you look familiar. I'm like, how you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Garland? They're like, what's your name? I was like, Kurt. They was like, no. Then Ms. Garland was like, Bougie, right? I was like, oh. You know what I mean? Like
Bougie.
Right. You know what I mean? Like I said, I haven't seen them since '94. That's the first time I've seen them since like '94.
That's what's
and,
up.
we just started talking, and certain things come back up. So that's why I said I like that he got recognized at this point.
Very good. Yes, he did.
Yeah, it's a very positive thing.
Shout out to everybody that made that happen. Worked on that to get that done. That was a big thing. Great idea. Shout out to the entire Garlic family and
Absolutely.
Reverend Garlic. That's what everybody call him, Rev or Reverend Garlic. You know what I mean? He used to be right out there in the hood, walking right up and down First
Straight
Street.
shooter the whole time,
Yeah.
too. Straight shooter.
He tell you right about it.
Yeah.
They was in the crowd talking about it. The son, George W. Bush, came to the press, and they said, Rev, let him have it. I wasn't right there when it happened. I would have loved to seen that.
Yeah, for real.
They said, Rev, let him have it, though, man.
Hey, listen, you know, man, one thing about being, you know, reverend, you can just spill, and as mad as somebody be, they be like, am I cursing at him or God? You know what I mean? Like, it make him a little nervous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't been back since, probably, too. He probably ain't going back there.
And, you know, as well as that, he was involved in business ventures, you know what I mean, bringing that.
Right.
People don't know. Then these things we talk about now.
Brand New Day, was
Brand
he a
New
part
Day.
of that, right?
He was a part of that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
And it was some black people that lived in the projects we grew up in our area that became homeowners through this business with Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really good. Like, it's people, especially those houses like on Magnolia, right next to the press.
Yeah.
With that property, those people are all homeowners.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That little area right there, they all own them homes. And
that's by where Mac live, right?
yeah.
Right? Okay.
And, you know, him, they own it.
Right.
You know, Mama B and
Okay.
next door, on the mother, Miss Scott down there, all of them homeowners.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
And that was kind of through that whole situation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's other places as well. I can't remember everything, but, you know, shout out to all the positive going on. But, you know, that's one of our guys we look up to, one of our living legends. You know, he was a political activist, social justice fighter. He helped with all kind of social services, entrepreneurial things, you know what I'm saying, home ownership, real estate. So just a well-rounded man bringing things to the community that African Americans could use. That's huge. That's a real life hero. He got a street named after him now in the neighborhood that he helped. And that's just a big thing. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? For us to have that type of person that we could touch. You know what I'm saying? That was in our neighborhood that we could touch. But especially like on the entrepreneurial side, that's a big key to, you know, being able to gain a certain amount of stature in your life that you're trying to do. So, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, you call them hustlers, born hustlers, entrepreneurs, business-minded people, and we got one here with us today.
Yes, we do. I mean, he go by the name of Young Vet. You know, we the fam. What's going on, my brother?
What's good?
How you?
How you guys?
Good.
Everything's good, bro.
Good to see you guys. Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's been a minute, man, but we seem to always run into each other. I saw him at the at the print place picking up some items, things like that.
Never not working. Never not working.
Never not working. That's the motto.
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
I'm just chilling, living life, man. You know, just living life, staying focused on what I need to do, and try to make a difference out here.
Absolutely, man. Let the people know your story.
The story is, I was a young kid from 6 and South Park Street, and I was indulging in things I had no business indulging in.
Move the chair up a little bit.
And, you know, ran into some trouble with the law.
Okay.
And once you're in that cold cell with no bunkie and you just sitting in there, you got nothing but time to think.
Right.
So that's when my mindset changed, and I realized what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And what was that you wanted to do?
I wanted to start my own company and become successful.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you say start your own company, was you thinking on a broad scale? Were you thinking, you know, first of all, was you thinking musically, which is how you became a We the Fam? That was your first
That was the
initial
first endeavor.
Okay. Now, how you feel about that progress, you know, from start to where you at now with that venture?
I think, if anything, it gave me a lot of experience. And the funny thing about it all, in the beginning, you grinding, you're on your grind.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got 2 reps from Def Jam to come to the beat shop to hear one of my artists,
Right.
that just blew me away. That's when I knew it was real.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's when I knew it was real.
So do you now look, I know you a little bit, so I'm gonna pull it out of you here. You know, I know you rap too growing up.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So now you thinking, right? You in the cell, like you said, you got nothing but time to think. Were you thinking about yourself being an artist and just handling business more as an artist as well? Or right away was the vision to have, you know, a roster of artists and, you know, develop them and manage them, all that?
The vision at first was for me to do it.
Right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
It was for me to do it, and then I had to get my knowledge up. I didn't have knowledge on the game.
Right.
I just
Okay.
had the talent. But once I
Right.
got the knowledge of it and seeing how it worked, then I started pulling younger people in and stuff like that, other talented people as well.
All right. That's good, man, because that was some years ago, right? It looked like
Yeah.
you was on the cutting edge of what the model of the business turned to anyway.
Yeah.
It most like we were speaking off camera how labels or in the industry in general, they want the artists to really handle a lot of the business themselves
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no
So
more
if you don't know the business, if you're a rapper, that's not the move no more, right? You gotta know.
You have to know your business first of all. Before you even, my biggest mistake was I had the talent, but like I said, I didn't know the business.
Right.
My advice would be learn the business first.
Wow.
Because if you get in that business and you don't know what they're talking about, they could say anything and you all souped up thinking it's gonna happen and you sign the wrong papers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Stop.
Basically signing your life away, really.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. And I'm liking the fact, like, we the fam, GV Entertainment, damn near started out at the same time.
Same time.
You know what I mean? And I look at a lot of people that started out with us, ain't no longer, ain't no way to be found right now.
Yeah,
So longevity counts.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad you still pushing it. And you got a new artist, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's the name?
Her name Amira, a.k.a. 3 Bombs. Crazy.
3 bombs?
3 bombs.
What that mean?
That sound like something right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know one.
She's an R&B singer.
Right.
Okay.
Young?
That's my daughter, yeah.
Okay.
She a singer songwriter? Does she write her own stuff too?
Write her own music.
Okay.
Everything.
That's when them big checks come in, huh? You
Yeah.
teaching her right, them publishing
Yeah,
checks.
publishing, all that. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? 3 Bomb Publishing.
So when you dropping her like official debut?
Right now, we doing a lot of recording.
Right,
and we're
right.
just going to pick the right song. You know what I mean? We recording out at the Gray Note.
Okay.
That's with Freddie Watt, entertainment lawyer, own that.
Okay.
You know, Casanova records there.
Right.
A couple of other industry people. And once we just going to work on the EP. That's what we're working on now.
Okay.
So we're going to do 5 joints. We're going to pick the right single. And then we're going to go from there.
You trying to be done by end of the year, or you trying
Yeah,
to bring it
definitely
first of the
for
year?
that. We're going to be wrap everything up by the end of the year. First of the year.
It's gonna drop
going
everything.
ham, yeah.
Okay. She's the only one you working with right now, exclusively?
Yes.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
also got a documentary we working on.
Okay.
You know, to get people more in touch with who she is and things she do.
Right.
Go to an all-black college, Morgan State,
Okay.
Dean's List. You know what I'm saying? She
right,
also,
right.
She's on the front line marching, putting together all kinds of events where she's speaking about police brutality and blacks. Like, you know,
Oh, wow.
Okay, so she very
yeah,
she very involved.
focused. Absolutely.
That's what it's all
She
about. Hey,
scared
that's
me
what it's all.
sometimes when she be out there with the thing speaking. I'm like, oh my God. But
Hey,
she do it.
listen. Somebody got to be the leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And-
A lot of the millennials, that's what we call them now, kids
Right.
age, right? They what you say is woke, and they saying something. You know, I give it to them, man. This remind me of like the 60s, which was our parents. Even through, you know what I'm saying, through the music, they said dancing in the streets with the Supremes. I think they made a Marvelettes. I'm forgetting which ones made it, but you know, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Like they was making music. The culture went right along with it. So for her being an artist and being involved, you know,
Yeah.
singer songwriter, they usually have that kind of spirit where they, for justice and equality and things like that too. So that's dope.
Yeah, and they always said too, the movement was gonna be progressed by the youth.
Absolutely. I can't
You know what I
wait
mean?
for you guys to hear it, man. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
just
looking
amping
I heard a
So-
little snippet when
Right, that
you
put up.
up.
Right,
That you
heard
put
that.
up.
No doubt.
Sound like it go in. I'm ready to hear it too, man. You usually got a good eye for talent. Other things I seen you put together in the past and everything. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Smokey and Barry.
Yeah.
Right. How did that project, like the thought process, and how did that current day, like, you satisfied with that project?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It came about because one guy told me before I was in New York, and every event every time it was an event, he would see me and run into me, and we never met.
Right.
So one day he was like, "Hey, what's your name, brother?" And I told him, and he's like, "My name's such and such." And he said, "I work for Arista or whatever."
Okay.
He said, "I'm always seeing you, man. You's a hustler. You like the new Smokey. I mean, you the new
Barry
Barry
Gordy.
Gordy." And I started laughing. And then on my way home, I just kept playing with the name, and I said, "Young Barry Gordy," like that. And then one day we was in the studio, and I started calling L Smokey.
Right.
And then he didn't like it at first, but then he just stuck to him. And then one day I said, "Yo, we're gonna do a project, Smokey and Barry," and we just went in and started doing it.
Okay.
That was dope. Yep. But some people sidebar just to add that in. That Smokey and Barry relationship in real life. Did that mimic, what I'm saying, kind of why it fit too? Because, you was the owner of the label. And he got one of these. Smokey was his top writer, was a big money maker for Motown for Barry Gordy too.
I would say it was the same relationship. The difference is he didn't write for me.
Right, he didn't write for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But the only thing is, like, we clash a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I do business one way, he do business another way, so we always clashing.
Oh, okay. Oh, like me and him.
Yeah. I actually
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna hit him up. I ain't talked to him in a minute. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the last time we had a conversation, he was in his feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? But I told him because that's my family in real life.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I say it's not personal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Business is business. You got to separate family from business. You know what I'm saying? If you do something wrong, I got to get on you. If I do something wrong, get on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True.
But that's how that went. But it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Ain't no
absolutely.
bad vibes with us.
Nah, of course not.
Of course, you know what I mean? Like you say, sometimes you got to have them hard conversations,
Yeah.
but it gets you right back to the center. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Now, we're going to talk about this right here because I like this story. LOE, living or existing.
Yes.
The origin of it and your movement with it.
You
Let
want
the
me
people
to go
know.
back to when it started?
Yeah, let's take it back so people understand that this is more than just a slogan.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's a lifestyle.
Right.
The way that name came about is, like as I told you, during my stint being incarcerated, I used to get visits from my older brother and my mom's. Like, it's to the point that the COs used to always say, "Watkins, man, you got a loyal girlfriend." I said, "Man, that's my mother, man." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then one day my brother came to see me, and he had my daughter when she first was born, and he was like, talking to me, like, "What you gonna do with yourself?" Like, you know what I mean? He's look at her eyes, look in her eyes. So I'm steady looking at her, and then a tear start coming in there. He was like, "Are you living or existing?" And honest to God, I didn't know what that meant back then.
Right.
So I went back to my cell after the visit, and I was like, living or existing? Like, I don't know what that means. So fast forward, time went on, and that name just always kept coming to me.
Right.
It kept sticking. I said, you know what? I'm going to do something with that name. I ain't even tell him. So I did my research to see was the name used or is it available. And once I found that it was available, I LLC'd it and patented it. And then I was like,
Okay.
all right. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, though. I just
Right.
liked that name. So one day, I hit up my graphic designer. I said, yo, I want you to put some hands focused on living and have it living or existing or whatever. He said, that's dope. And he did it. And then I start ordering transfer sheets, heat transfer sheets. I didn't know nothing about printing at that time. I just
Right.
ordering the transfer sheets. So I start seeing how much I'm spending on that. I said, wait, son, I'm doing something wrong. Like, you know? So, I ask questions and stuff like that to people that's doing it on a bigger level.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and bought the machines myself and started printing my own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, with that, all that did was change my mindset and focused on something more positive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, a lot of people that I know, I still see to this day that's still stuck in the streets and stuff like that. I pull over, have conversations with them. When I see them doing something they ain't got no business doing, I don't pull over. But, in passing, I stop, talk to them. And we always talking about change mindsets or, anything you want to be in life, you can be. It starts with you.
Absolutely.
You know I even talked to a young guy, I can't say his name, but he's a part of a gang. And when he said, you mind if I holler at you, OG? I said, no problem. And he started crying, man, like literally crying. He said, I don't want to be in this life, but if I try to leave, they're going to get me. And I just was talking to him, like, and that really touched me, man.
Yeah.
It really touched me.
And there's a lot of these kids, that's their mindset. Like, I can't get out.
Can't get out.
Yeah, it's like a dangerous connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wow.
I'm gonna tell you what else is well needed is the fact that you was accessible for that young brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We need more of the OGs, the OG type, the unks, however they call us, what's up, unk, that made it through these struggles and then maneuvered around them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you back there and you going to see it sometime, like you say, I might just be breezing through, but I'm at least come through, right?
Absolutely.
And he had that access to you, so yeah, appreciate that, King, for dropping that on him.
Definitely.
You might have changed his life for real, like you know what I mean?
For real. And I noticed too, you got two different type of OGs. You got some that'll lead you to the street. You know what I mean? And you got some that's going to try to get you out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I hear the stories, a lot of the gang situation. It's the older OGs that's recruiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, damn, that's, you know what I mean? Heavy, right? I'm like, yo, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your goal is to get these kids out, not put them in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fact that you, like you said, at least trying to get him, let him know there is another way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's positive. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen.
He said he got family down south or whatever. Yeah. I said, let me tell you something. You're smart. Your best move to make is to go down south and start your new life, man. Because a lot of hands don't reach that far. You know what I mean? That's local stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But he literally was crying, man, and that touched me. I hugged him. And you could just, you could feel it. Like, he don't want it. He don't want that life.
Right.
Right. You could tell the sincerity of it, right? Yeah.
Friends starting to die around him, and he feel like he next.
Yeah, like, if he in.
Well, if he got, that means he got sense, too.
Absolutely.
And some of them be oblivious to that. Like, I could be next. At least that means he awake. He paying attention. So, it's, that brother run across this episode, man, big up to you. Wish him the best.
Yeah.
And all you older OGs, unks, you looking like that, man. Make yourself accessible to these young brothers in the hood. Yeah. Absolutely. We doing. Just was talking about one of the things we doing. I usually don't put it in what I'm doing personally, or none of us, but we started this mentorship alliance in Elizabeth, where we from, and that's really the goal right there, just to let them know they got access to different people that's doing mentorship programs, and these parents can sign their kids up. Yeah. And we looking for other mentors, people that want to be mentors, might not know how to do it. It's training for the mentorship and everything.
Absolutely.
So,
I definitely
keep doing that.
Like that. Because you know why? Because a lot of us ain't have that coming up.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Old heads wasn't really schooling us on that.
Nah, like, I think we came up, old heads, it was really pretty much cut and dry.
Yeah.
They see you over here, you'll get from over here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, really,
ain't no definition.
And
just get from over here.
Say something to them, they had permission to whip your behind.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally different. It wasn't no conversation. Just don't be over here.
At all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, like you said, when you got access and you can actually have a conversation, the kids actually listen different.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's a different.
One thing too, them OGs, I say from my era, once you started making moves like you thought you was a man, they treated you as that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You out here the man doing the man thing, all right, it is what it is. Like, You playing that man role, you gonna be a man then.
For this pandemic, I wanted to start like a youth basketball team and get them in the leagues out here. And my company would have designed the uniforms, living on existing uniforms.
Right.
My man Squeak was gonna help me coach. You know what I'm saying? We had it planned, but this pandemic hit.
Hey man, if I can help anyway, I got access to some of that stuff too, or at least other people, access to other people that do that. We'll definitely connect on that, man.
And I got all the little kids around my way I see outside. I talk to them. They want to do it and everything, but it's like this pandemic thing. Once this go away, we can get it in. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
I teach them how to shoot. I'm a shooter. I'm teaching how to shoot, man. That's my thing, right?
Keep them off the streets.
Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You can't shoot.
Come on, man. You know, man. Historically, I'm a shooter. You know what I mean? If ain't nothing else, I'm a shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen.
He said if I ain't nothing else, I'm a shooter.
Ain't nothing else. You know what I mean?
You thought he was the Black Larry Bird down in the center,
For real, bro.
Vet, we used to be in the center.
Yeah,
the
downtown
Bird
center.
away,
Yeah.
you know,
For real.
come on, man.
Unlimited range.
You know your range?
I ain't had one.
Yeah.
I mean, wherever I spot up at, that's where you get it from.
Knock it off, bro.
Okay.
You know your stories how they get once you get old, right?
Yeah.
That's all I got left.
Yeah.
That's all I got left.
Stories start changing.
Let me live my month in the past.
Listen, I ain't touched the ball in over 10 years.
Center was to spot the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real. Yeah.
Be some good games, man. We used to be able to do that kind of stuff.
We used to play different, like we used to downtown play midtown.
Come up
football.
there, no doubt.
Uptown play this in football. We don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? The kids now just into the streets. That's it.
And you know what I think about it? That's a good way. We ain't even thinking, but that was a way we break in that kind of neighborhood, or you rock with your neighborhood, but it wasn't that rival. Like, we're gonna play football it out. We're gonna go play basketball. It wasn't the beef, like, you know what I mean, so much just because you from here, or just because I'm from there.
Now it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Downtown beefing with PM beefing with Bayway. It's like all that. That's crazy, man.
Right. Like you said, back then, like it was weird for me when I moved back up here in 06. I go to Center.
Yeah.
It's a ghost town.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Like that no more.
Yeah, I don't remember that. When I left, that used to be the place. If I ain't seen you in a week, I know you in the center. Whether you're in downtown center, Bayway, uptown, or the high school.
Yeah.
Wherever there was a ball at, I know I can find you.
School 1,
School
Center,
1, right?
Yeah.
School 3, School 13, wherever you can shoot. You can shoot.
Now, I like School 13 because I could dunk.
Had that bent rim, yeah.
And it was little, little elementary, you could dunk on them joints.
But that reminded me of PAL. You know what I mean? That rim was a little bit, to me a little lower. That you can do some things in there.
PAL that floor was all beat up though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you had games.
But it was
there.
fun.
It was
That's
fun.
why everybody came.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. When I came back, I was like, "There's no youth, nothing."
All the youth on the corners.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I'm like, for in your mind, like overall, what's the best way you feel as us being the older guys now? How can we reach them in masses? I know you can get one at a time.
Yeah.
But how can we reach them in masses? You know what I mean?
I think remember back in the days when the press used to give bus rides and kids get on it, just let them see other things. Like right now, all they're seeing is a 10-block radius.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, we used to take them little field trips. They get to see other things.
Right.
Because a lot of people never been outside of their city.
True.
So if you showing them other things, it works out. Like I see a lot of guys from my area now that's doing mentorship stuff. You know what I mean? And I respect that. I really do.
And it's just like now, I heard about it on the football team where some of them even, they gang members.
Yep.
So even in the sports world, if some team over here, it's not even about football, it's about something else.
Something else.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's like you said, you want to take these trips, but if you get two guys up here that's, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like you got to roll the dice.
Yeah, but I guess take them stuff like you got museums.
Right.
You got, you know what I mean? You could take them to Great Adventure, plan a trip to Wildwood or something like that just to get them away. Like, you know what I mean? Take them different spots. They see certain things they'll see. Most kids never left their block.
Yeah.
It's like even the examples you gave, right? Some of them serve different purposes, and some people don't think that just that time to get away. Like you said, to go to Great Adventure and not worry about the shit they worry about every day on their block. That helps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a day for 6 hours, whatever, throughout the day.
Absolutely.
They was just able to escape all, that's a
love it
good
too.
stress reliever, you know what I mean? That really helps more than just that day.
Yeah.
Now they got something, man, maybe I want to get me a summer job, save up money. I want to go back to Great Adventure.
Exactly.
I would like to treat my little brother or little sister to Great Adventure, what I
Right.
did.
Facts.
Or, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, keep that up. But, like, so is that what you was thinking when you figured out? You were saying you didn't know at first what living or existing mean.
Not at all. I was just existing.
You know now though, right?
Absolutely.
So I think that's a great message for your clothing line and the clothes you have. So is that what you hoping to get to these younger ones,
Trying
that
to
they
reach
wear
the
that clothes?
masses.
What this mean?
Absolutely.
It start a conversation.
Absolutely. The first thing it do is spark a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I sent a package over to a customer in Germany,
Right.
and they're like, I love what that name stand for. I love everything about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the name. It's just catching people, and they know what it means. You know what
Right.
I mean? When I was presented with the name, I didn't know what it meant when my brother first said it.
Right.
But now that I'm actually living and I'm doing what I'm doing, people that's supporting and, they love it.
That's what's up.
Now, my thing, like you said, everybody, they interpret things differently.
Yes.
So when you say living or existing, what is your definition between the two?
Existing, what I
Right,
believe,
right.
Yeah, existing is just you just sitting around, you sitting on all your talent, you ain't doing nothing with yourself, you just sitting around existing, waiting until your day God call you home. Living is you out here doing what you have to do, whether you're going to work to take care of your kids, take care of your family,
Right.
or whether, say you're an artist, you could draw your butt off, but you wasting that talent, you won't do it. You just rather sit around and do nothing.
Right.
Anything, because I believe all of us are blessed with a gift, and it's
True.
up to us to tap into what that gift is.
Right.
So once you do that, that's living. I'm not saying you got to be rich to be living.
Right.
You can have bad credit. You can always repair your credit. Repair your credit, work on your credit, and try to get yourself established. Anything besides just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's really true. Like you said, a lot of people are just watching the days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some people don't know how to live. You know what I mean? Like they don't know how because they on autopilot.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I guess that's when you start existing, right?
Yeah,
when you go on
that's
autopilot,
Yeah, you know what I
ain't
mean?
trying to do nothing
guess
extra.
Nowadays, Google your friend. Anything you need to learn, either you may know somebody that's doing it, you can holler at them and get some insight on it, or you can get your phone. You get on your phone, you could anything you can find out.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to be an architect, you can Google how to be an architect, and it'll just give you all your information right there.
Yeah, that is true. Like you said, if it ain't on Google, it ain't real.
Yeah.
For real,
That's why
like
I
to a
say
point.
It starts with the mindset.
Right.
You could be anything you want to be.
Right. Now, how far are you planning on, like, what is your ultimate goal for your brand?
My ultimate goal
Yeah.
is to have my own building, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
With the store in there, the name on the big lights. And the ultimate goal is to franchise it.
Okay.
Have my daughter run one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Stuff like that. Keep it family in the family.
You already have started, like, implementing certain things. Like, I know you say you deliver to Germany.
Yeah.
Have you, like, and I guess I do this when we started our Ladies at Work. I reached out to somebody in the UK just to figure out, can we actually set up in the UK? You know what I mean? So have you had those
I
conversations
had
with
those
some of your
conversations,
customers?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had one email, as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago. It's a company in London, and it's a company in Cali.
Okay.
They're big. They big. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? They hit me up, showing interest in my designs and stuff like that, telling me that they can take it higher. You know what I'm saying? But my
Right.
thing is, you can tell me what you want until that paperwork comes.
Right,
Once we
right.
see the paperwork, then I know what it is. Because people that's on a bigger level than you, they might say, okay, he got something going good, but guess what? We're going to make him minority owner. We're going to take over the business
Right.
and just throw him the crumbs. Nah, it's not that type of party.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
But like you said, it's worth the conversation, though. At least let me hear you.
and that stuff I don't even display. I don't even talk about.
Right, right.
Because I believe when it happened, then people will see. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of sitting there talking and, you know what I mean? I don't do that. You know what I mean? Once it's concrete, then I say, guys, I got an announcement to make. Right now, it's just talks.
Right, absolutely.
You know, emailing back and forth.
Well, like I said, hey, that's the first thing I do is open the dialogue.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You just never know what can come out of it. You know what I mean? But if you don't talk, every time you don't talk, that's an opportunity that could be wasted.
Yeah. Now,
You know
I
what I mean?
did display that info to family. You know, I let
Right.
them know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely.
So now your apparel line, where can they purchase?
They can go online. I have an official website right now. It's under construction, getting things added and things taken off because, you know, the
Right.
season did change.
Yeah.
So, but right now, a lot of people ordering off living existing apparel on IG or either Facebook.
Okay. So what's all your line right now? Just shirts and I know I've seen you where you have like whole outfits
my
now.
question.
Oh, my bad.
I was sitting in the cut waiting on that one. I was like, nah.
I got sweatsuits. I got leggings. I got the bubble vests coming with embroidery stitching.
Okay.
I got the bubble coats coming with embroidery stitching.
Okay.
I got the skellies, different colors, embroidery stitching. I got polo style shirts with embroidery stitching, you know. And I got jeans coming.
Oh, so you about to do the
Trying to
whole
diversify
FUBU,
the
Carl
game.
Kanai. You about to do the whole gamut.
Definitely.
Okay.
I got some stuff coming.
That's what's up. Because you definitely don't usually see that independent. You know, you get the apparel, a lot of the athletic, or they put it in the urban clothing space with hoodies and different kind of T-shirts and all that. And one thing to do, or even the joggers or the sweat bottoms now, pants.
Yeah.
But the jeans is a whole different space.
And more expensive too.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That material costs a lot more,
Yeah,
I guess,
absolutely.
right?
But you have to, because you figure, right? Say like the rap game, right? There's a lot of artists. A lot of artists, everybody doing the same thing. Even with the clothing line, there's a lot of good product out there. A lot of us doing the same thing. We have to diversify and stand out. But you got to start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you have to diversify and stand out. You have to have different product to stand out.
Yep.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, they always say the bigger your inventory, the bigger your base.
yeah,
Yeah, that's like a real deal right there.
you have to.
Now for you, okay, you got the brand, you pushing the brand. Now, do you look at this as this gonna be my only business, or this always gonna be a business?
A business.
Right. Okay.
A business.
All
I
right.
got something else in the works.
Right. So like I'm gonna use this to propel that type
Absolutely.
deal.
So you definitely in the entrepreneurial mindset. You got management with in the entertainment industry, the music industry, like a record executive as well, A&R, right?
Yeah.
And your clothing and fashion, you're in that. What's next? Films, TV,
Yeah. Come on,
What's
50,
going on?
Man. Holla at us,
Film
50.
definitely next.
films.
Yeah,
All right.
it's definitely next.
I mean, that seems like a lot of that go together, you know. But
It all
In
ties in.
discussion with that right now.
hey, man, I know I read.
You made me
What
let
is
the
it?
cat out the bag, man.
Hey, this what we do. We
Listen.
elite journalism,
Listen,
fam. We
that
get
seat,
the
that seat, bro. I mean, sit in that seat,
we
man.
get the
Listen.
y'all hear that? We the fam, living the existent, coming with another brand. Gonna be some films, talk going on.
Absolutely.
We might get that Midtown South Park documentary or story, huh?
I just want a cameo. That's it. You know what I mean? I just want a cameo. That's all I want. I mean, I think I made it once I get a cameo.
The We the Fam documentary sound good. You know, look, we booked y'all and everything, so we was working together. We working, right? I liked that lineup.
Yeah, for real.
I liked that little group. I don't know what happened and everything. I mean, and I understand as well. Sometimes things just evolve it ran its course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Point blank period. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can
Still
outgrow.
love. That's the thing about We the Fam. Like each individual, we still have a relationship to this day. You know?
Okay.
Like
It's
I
bigger
like
than-
Atlas was good to me. Like
That's little bro. Right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I was like,
I used to like Fat Cos, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
that's
It's from
too.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm listening like everybody
DJ,
had their own
everybody.
brand.
El Portier.
DJ was a monster.
Yeah.
Still is. You know what I'm saying? Still monster.
Did I see her DJing too
yeah,
now?
she be DJing now.
I know I saw
was
that.
chilling with her, 2 weeks ago she came to my house?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we chopped it up, sipped on a little bit of Henny, chopping it up, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, like you said, it's all about still having that relationship.
Absolutely.
At the
We
end
the
of the
family.
day.
That's family. It ain't just business, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
family.
Okay.
We definitely gotta link back up. You know, I could envision a showcase like we did before when a mirror coming out, you know what I'm saying? A night with the mirror.
To Yahoo.
Good Vibes presents a night with the mirror. We the family thing. I don't know, something like that.
For crazy, that's what we're working on now. Me and her had a talk yesterday about that. We about to do an evening with a mirror and just have us singing live. Because right now,
Right.
you can't do shows, but you can do it online.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
It's kind of like, what you call it? Like an unplugged type deal?
Yeah. stuff
Yep.
like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Hey.
I'm gonna have a little band there.
Right.
You know,
That's the thing. I keep telling people, man, you got to learn to reinvent yourself in this situation.
you
right
have
now.
to.
Look, we came with a podcast. It wasn't having, you know what I mean, as much. Some people are having some successful events indoor. You know, it's going back and forth and with the restrictions right now.
Yeah.
But some people pulling it off, to be honest. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it
it's
like,
true. It's true.
damn,
A lot
man,
of
we
people
could have
getting-
tried it.
Getting fined too.
And they doing
I
that.
mean, yeah.
So we figured we was coming, you know, we always talked about doing a podcast or spreading our wings some more into this, but it was just like the perfect time, like you said, and we just trying to keep moving.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something, and you know, here we are.
Yeah, you're doing
know what I
a
mean?
great job at it too.
Yo, thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
appreciate that, bro, for real. Like,
Thank you.
a lot of people don't realize, too, when you're doing business, how to keep yourself motivated and, you know,
Discover
and
fast.
relevant, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to do certain stuff. Like, you know, when this thing happened, a lot of people folded
Yeah.
to never be seen again.
And coming out of this is no way. During this pandemic, everybody should have came out with something. Like, you know what I mean? You got time now to sit there and
True.
think and put your thoughts together. And
Right.
this is the best time to utilize every gift you got.
Yeah. Now, has this helped your apparel game?
Yes.
Right?
Online, crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause a lot
You
of
gotta
people-
go out to keep
Yeah.
moving them garments, right?
Online,
Yeah.
crazy.
So I would say everything's about timing, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could have launched 2 years ago, and you might
Yeah.
not have had the same.
What I have now. Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? So it's all about timing and everything. So, but at the end of the day, I look at it where as long as you still have your lists and chop your list down.
You have to. I still do that. I write
Yeah.
down my list, and every time I do it, I check off. Keep it moving.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a good thing right there, man.
Definitely, definitely. So what we want to do is we want to say, grab over here real quick before we get out of here.
Yeah.
We got some of that living and existing wear.
Absolutely.
I don't want to
appreciate
bust
that.
mine out the bag right now. That's why I ain't gonna hold it all the way up. But
Yeah.
we appreciate this, man. Living or
Yeah.
existing. Y'all go.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can get it at again, real
Go
clear.
On Instagram, Living No Existing Apparel. Also on Facebook, Living No Existing Apparel. And also www.loeapparel.com.
Is there anywhere they can listen for the new music from Amira right now? Or you gonna
Right
have
now.
announced all that? All
I
right.
announce all that. 'Cause
No
Like,
snippet?
keep it-
You ain't
keep
gonna
it
snippet
under-
out
we
there?
still
We
cooking,
might could get a
man.
sneak peek,
Yeah, you know what I
Still
mean?
cooking, man.
exclusive. You know what I'm saying
I
for the
mean-
show, bruh.
Yeah, we
still
trying to get
cooking.
that one, you know what I mean?
Still cooking. Three
No
bombs,
doubt.
still cooking.
Because actually, honestly, I was thinking about it when I reached, you know, to do the show.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, like, should I ask him, bring your artist on? You know what I mean? Let's give the people about 3 minutes. Then I was like, nah, he might not. He like, nah, I'm still holding her
Yeah.
over here.
I'd
bro.
rather do it. Yes, you would have did it.
Oh, man, we
man.
should have did that. That would have been the sneak peek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, nah, maybe he don't, you know what I mean?
Tell you what, when we wrap up this next song, I'll reach out to you guys, and then y'all get a chance to meet him.
All right, bet.
Absolutely.
That sounds great, man.
Y'all gonna love it too. I'm telling you.
Good.
Yeah, like I said, from what you put up before, I'm like, got
Yeah.
something.
And I had her since she was here. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Really?
Now she's 21 years old.
Okay.
So all she did was perfect her craft.
Wow.
That's what's up. You played for the long game with that.
Absolutely. Even my daughter, I rubbed off on my daughter. My daughter, she got her own catering business now. Like, She think like her dad.
That's what's up.
I mean, you got to show them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Like
hope
you
all the
do,
things
too.
you do positive, right?
Right.
Yeah, right off on them. I mean, other groups of people did it for years, man.
Yeah.
How many in the family, the grandfather, the father, and the son was all cops or firemen
Mhm.
or all plumbers or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You pass your craft down to the next generation. So salute, man. Do the
She
same
love being
thing,
the
bro.
boss, so that's the best thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The best
ain't nothing
thing
about
it.
independence, man. I'm telling you, yeah, not being
It's
handcuffed.
funny. On my birthday, my daughter cashed at me money and they said, "Go treat yourself to some dinner." I
Wow.
was like, "Oh, John, okay."
That's,
Yeah.
hey, man.
That's
That's
how
a
you.
blessing.
Hey, that's when you raise them right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, listen, I wish her the best. You know what I mean?
appreciate
Like,
that.
matter of fact, like, is she doing her thing just one thing at a time, or she trying to turn that
She
into?
down there doing it, man. She in North Carolina. She down there doing it.
Oh yeah, what part?
Seafood, boils, dinners, and everything. In
What part of
Thomasville.
NC? Thomasville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, shoot, shout out her situation, man, because like I said, we both got people in NC.
Yeah, Thomasville, NC in the building.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So what's the name of her company?
I think it's Jamila's Catering.
Okay. All right,
We
that's
got to
what's
get
up.
that info, man. We keep supporting these people that's
Absolutely.
independent, they got quality. People sometimes think independence mean you cheap or cheesy or you
Yeah.
undervalued. Nah, that just mean I'm independent.
And that's, to be honest with you, that's the best route to take. You know what
Got
I'm
a
saying?
great product for you.
Definitely.
Get it to them.
At least you own your content. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what it's all about. So, y'all, man, let's give it up for young vet, Jamil
Absolutely.
Watkins. You the fan, living or existing. We appreciate you coming on with us, bro.
No doubt. And I get at you guys once Mira finished cooking.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I'm saying that we got the plates ready.
Definitely.
You know what I
man.
mean?
Definitely. Make sure you got your little handkerchiefs in there and everything.
Good. We're going to get
Oh,
it all.
oh, we got to put the suit and tie on for this one?
This a gourmet meal, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Looking forward to it. Absolutely. I just got one question before we get out of here.
What's up?
What's your state of the black people in America right now? What's your state?
State of black people in America.
Yeah,
I love my black people with all my heart.
right.
It just hurts me when I see them, because you figure everybody that's dying, like we all scream Black Lives Matter, and we all care. But it's our own kind doing the killing here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
right.
especially in that where we come from, our neighborhoods, you got people killing each other, man. Like, and that's just sad. And it's so much. We built this country, man. All they did was take it from us. You know what I mean? But I feel like we got to get back there. You know what I mean? It was a lot of entrepreneurship. It was a lot of people going out there doing what they have to do. And now it's like everybody turning against each other. Meanwhile, everybody else is winning. Other races are winning. You know what I mean? We the strongest people, smartest people. But they even took our ideas. Our black people came up with ideas. Oh, yeah, that's a nice idea. They got the money, so they cut you out and go do it.
Yep.
It's like, stop beefing with one another and let's go after the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate goal is we get our country back.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yeah, listen. You don't get no realer than that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's young vet, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Likewise, fam.
Yeah, bro. That was interesting, right?
Wow, what a show. You know, I love seeing brothers that's doing things, man. They say the average entrepreneur should be trying to generate 5 to 7 streams of income. Look like that brother well on his way, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and like you say, he has a plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? He ain't just winging it. He
No doubt.
literally had like a blueprint outline. Like, he got it all structured. And like you said, he checks off, you know, to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? So, and for anybody that's, like you said, want to be an entrepreneur, that's what you have to do. Create your list and just follow your list. Where a lot of people get stuck at, they deviate when something not working the way they want it to work.
Right.
They push it to the side, not realizing in order for something to work, you have to work at it. It just ain't,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? You know, people think everything's overnight success. No, you have to work for what you want.
You know what really gets me? Now, I know we know because we do it, and a brother like Young Vet know it, right? People think they want to get an easy life, so that's why they want to work for themselves or claim they're an entrepreneur. Fool, don't you know that, especially in the beginning, too, you about to put in way more work than you would at a regular job.
Absolutely.
Because when it's for yourself, you can't worry about, oh, they need to have what I'm supposed to have on this line. You work in a factory or a warehouse. They should have had this forklift filled up with gas. Nah. When you own it, though, you got to have the gas for the forklift.
Yeah.
You got to put it in, and you got to drive the forklift. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't have to worry about that at work. You just jump on the forklift and it go. If it break down, you don't got to fix it. So you end up working harder, or you should even have that mindset. When I work for myself, if I could go to a job and give them 40 hours,
Bruh,
I could give 60 hours to myself.
This is what I was about, exactly what you just opened the window what I was about to say too. People can put in 8 to 10 hours for somebody else for the small wage. But for their own business, they won't put in 3 a day.
You feel me? That's crazy.
And I don't understand the logic.
That is crazy.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people, don't get me wrong, then you got a lot of people, they think, oh, I just LLC'd. I'm like, okay, that was $100-something. Okay. As if that's all you had to do.
Right.
To say, I am a business owner. No, your name is in the state. But their taxes got to be filed with that LLC. So let's show me, like, don't do Donald Trump. I want to see tax records. Because like you said, anybody can put $128 and $134 to do an LLC.
They don't got to know what they call it. This is how you can tell you do business. Expense machine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got a lot of people.
A gain-loss sheet, a profit sheet.
Yeah.
Show
you know
that.
What I mean? Because I remember what was it, like 2014.
Yeah.
I remember like,
yeah.
a lot of
Some people not even LLC and ain't even doing that much, right?
Yeah, but you know what? LLC is something that's, a fly-by-night thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people get into certain things for the moment. And like when we got in, there was 1,000 promoters, sub-promoters, all this kind of shit. But when the money didn't come, I can literally say we might be one of the only people that's still standing.
From the time we started, you're right.
Yeah.
It was a lot that I seen they names. I just, you don't know all of them per se, but you don't see their flyers no more. You don't see the events no more.
And this before COVID, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the COVID didn't do this to a lot of people.
No doubt.
And I remember, like, there were certain people in the house. Oh, I'm LLC'd. I'm like, yeah, but still ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's call it what it is. Like, you so proud that you LLC, but I'm like, let's put the financials together. Right. Now, all of a sudden, now you can't produce nothing. So I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I want you to LLC your name, your business, and, things of that nature, legalize your situation, but understand it takes more than that to be a successful business owner.
It definitely does.
Right. Don't let that shit fool you and think as soon as you did that, you just about to make it. No, you're not.
And be ready to put in more work for yourself than you ever put in for somebody else.
You put 40 hours
That's
for
really
the man,
important.
put in 80 for yourself.
Believe that.
Yep. And you the one that hit me to that shit when you start saying ain't no plan B.
Yeah.
I remember that. When you say ain't no plan B, and I had to think about that shit.
We got to do this, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about it.
Yeah.
Word up. Take away them options.
Yeah, no
Just
doubt.
like kids, sometimes we got to take away the things that they comfortable with. You hear that all the time, man. It's so true. You grow when you out your comfort zone. When you uncomfortable, that's something where you growing from it.
Absolutely.
So the same thing. If you don't got no plan B, I don't got no safety net, I ain't comfortable. When I ain't comfortable, I'm going to get to hustling. I'm about to make it, I got to get comfortable.
In business, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
No doubt.
Because once you ever get comfortable, your business about to go to shit. For the simple fact is you ain't hungry no more.
Nope.
And the minute
Not
you stop
thinking,
being hungry,
yep.
you get what you get.
All right, the next business class we have like that from
Yeah,
Mr. Business is gonna be $39.99.99.
Listen,
We ain't giving no more free game,
right,
bro.
we just gave y'all a taste of what that is. But you know what I mean? We get with y'all later, you know what I mean? But thank y'all for tuning in to another episode.
Yo, you know me, it's your boy, Mr. Social.
I be Mr. Business. We want to thank Young Vet for coming through, dropping some knowledge.
Yep.
We're going to see y'all next Sunday, man.
Peace.
Peace.